If you want to learn to listen, for example, who has a problem with listening? Nobody, wow. Maybe they're not listening right now. What? I don't have a problem with listening. Okay. So if you have a problem with listening and you want to develop that capacity to listen, obviously you should get Communicate or Die, the brilliant book, Communicate or Die. No, but seriously, you could actually develop that quality of listening by giving yourself marks on every single phone call, for example, or every meeting. You know, are you giving answers in the meeting, or are you actually asking questions and really being interested, actively listening to what the other person is saying? Or if you want to develop strategic thinking, you could get a mentor who you know is brilliant at strategy and to develop that skill set, okay? So that's my request, and you're free to decline or to accept. Now, next tool here. So this gives you a taste of the listening, just in case. Obviously, most of you don't have a problem with listening at all. So this is for everybody else who doesn't listen to you. That was a Swiss joke. So it's this guy, it's a German guy whose name is Friedemar Schulz von Thun. The Germans always have 4 names. So this guy, Schulz von Thun, he's a communication expert, and he said that every text, everything that somebody says to you has 3 subtexts. Even right now, I'm talking to you right now, right? There's a text that I'm speaking, and that text has 3 subtexts. That's what he's saying. So if you're having dinner with your parents and somebody says, pass me the salt, there's a subtext going on, right? Pass me the salt. The first subtext is the person is making an appeal. In other words, they want something. Even as I'm speaking to you, right? I probably want you to think that I'm brilliant. I want you to buy my books. I want you, whatever, right? Want you to think I'm cool. Self-disclosure is the second subtext. So the person who's speaking is always saying something about themselves, whether they like it or not. They're always disclosing something, wittingly or unwittingly, about themselves. And the third subtext is they're always having a desire to relate. They want to get closer. So I'm going to take my mother as an example. I love my mother, but when she says to my father's name is Heinz, okay? So she says, Heinz, aren't you cold? That's the sentence, okay? That's the text. Now you tell me, what's the subtext that's going on in that communication? Heinz, aren't you cold? I'm cold. So which of the subtexts is that? I'm cold. Self-disclosure, I'm cold. Okay, what else is going on in the communication? I want you to turn on the heat. Or give me a bloody coat. Yeah, exactly. That's the appeal, right? She's making an appeal. She wants something. What else is going on in the communication? I'm sorry?
She's asking if he's also cold. Trying to say, like, you know, we're both cold, turn up the heat.
Which one is that? Relating. That would be the relating. So I care for you. That's giving her a little bit too much credit, though. What do you think is the other part of the relating that might be going on?
I want you to care that I'm cold.
Yes. Okay, you know my mother. That's very good. You're supposed to be my husband. You're supposed to take care of me, right? What kind of husband are you? Don't you know what I want? And I mean, I'm making fun here, but I've worked a lot also with female leaders, and without wanting to generalize too much, the women sometimes had a problem with actually saying clearly their expectations in a very straight way, instead of, I think we could, or maybe we, you know, that kind of stuff. To actually say, I have a request, I want you to do X, Y, Z, to actually say that and stand up for that. Okay, so that's the tool of subtext, and if you use that, then I invite you also to just experiment over the next few days as you have conversations with each other or with loved ones, to actually see what goes on in the subtext of the person speaking. It's really funny, actually. Very funny exercise. And it will make you a very powerful leader because you get control of the conversation. So I trust you not to abuse this power. Okay.